Yeah, let's just hit these ads, I guess.
Let's get into it.
This first one was found by
Me.
Ryan Burke.
That's me.
This is called
Man
Cave. It says, selling Man Cave items all as package deal, brand new in the boxes with amps, all complete, make reasonable offer. So how many guitars are there in this?
There's at least 3.
2,
There's
3.
I don't know the make of this Sailor Jerry guitar, which has this ad already off to a brilliant start, right?
There's a lot going on this guitar.
Yeah, and then there's
It's got kind of
a Fender.
That Sailor Jerry guitar's kind of got
There's a Jack Daniels PV.
I don't know what the vibe on this would be.
I'm not sure if that. I don't think the Jose Cuervo Strat is a Fender, but it has a Fender style headstock in the little thumbnail there. I could be wrong about that. I didn't get a shot of the headstock because he didn't.
It does look like a Fender style headstock.
He supplied a shot of the back of the headstock, but I didn't.
But
that
looks like the back of a Fender headstock.
Yeah, but then it's got those cheap tuners from that tiny little thumbnail.
Yeah, but that's Fender. I mean Squier, right?
Yeah, it might be like a Starcaster or something like that.
Could be.
But it just looks really, really cheap. Like, I'd be surprised if it wasn't a Fender product at all. I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
So, anyways, I just want to say that I don't like man cave stuff in general. Like, just the term grosses me out. Like, how do you feel about that, like, whole concept? Like, the concept of, like, you know, you get a guy, he gets married, he's got a house, and his wife and him agree, like, oh, this room of the house, that's your man cave. That's where you go in, do all your
That's where you go when
stuff.
don't want to talk to you
When
anymore.
you, like, want to go do the stuff that would be, like, disruptive to the rest of the house. You go in there and watch your sports, play your video games, throw darts, and then spend way too much time decorating it in a really weird way.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing is it's like, I feel like you really gotta love Sailor Jerry spiced rum to get this guitar. Like,
I don't hate I can't talk all of a sudden. I don't hate Sailor Jerry spiced rum. I've got a bottle of it myself.
I wish I could figure out I feel like this might be like a Washburn for some reason.
Yeah,
like,
I wish
that
I could
body
see the
shape is a
headstock
trip.
on the Sailor Jerry. It's almost got a Supro thing going on with that top horn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Jose Cuervo whatever thing. If that is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's a Strat, but it's meant to, like,
No, it's designed and backed by Fender, crafted in Indonesia. So that sounds like a Starcaster.
Oh yeah, totally.
Type, and
But this print on the fretboard to commemorate the Rolling Stones North American tour in 1972.
Yeah,
this guitar was not made in 72. So why was it made?
I have no idea. The brand for that Sailor Jerry guitar, I think I'm about to find it.
Find it, man.
It's like Rise.
It's
the
something
brand
weird.
I think is Rise.
I'm wondering if this guy bought all these and
had
them in his own man
Is
cave.
that it?
Or if he like won them all from the county fair.
This isn't the same one, is it?
What is it?
No, that's different.
Show me.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, that's different.
We're going to
That's
get hate
different.
mail now because I hate man caves.
There's a Sailor Jerry custom airline. So this is an airline body shape.
Yeah, but that's not at all
But that's
the
not.
same.
Yeah, that's not what this is.
This is like a cheap knockoff version of that. I wonder if this is like an import, like Chinese, like knockoff sort of deal here.
Maybe.
Like they saw that and they're like, oh, just make one of those.
That's so weird.
How bizarre. That was an official Supro, that one that you pulled up.
The one that I pulled up was an official like airline.
Through Eastwood?
Yeah, like it's
That's crazy.
Airline. So I'm not finding one that's like looks cheap like this.
It's got to be a knockoff, right? When we post this in the Facebook group, I'll tag the guy in the group who's the the marketing dude over at Eastwood and be like, "Are you guys responsible for this? I don't think you are. What is going on here?" Would you set up a man cave, Steve? If you had a house that had an extra room in it, would you do a man cave?
I'm not like completely opposed to so I'm opposed to the idea of a man cave from the perspective of like I'm not against the idea of having your own room.
Sure.
I would even possibly make the argument that effectively like your music room
Oh, totally.
is functionally a man cave.
Oh yeah. But it's like that's kind of more of like a place of business, where man cave is more of a place of like Zen masculine rest.
And that's the thing that like I don't know, like I'm sure there's a lot of people who have them who are like, oh, this is where I go. Like
I feel like
it's a video game room or whatever,
sure.
right?
Then when you give it the term man cave, it's like this is the man's space, and it's like it feels like the thinking behind it is like, oh, the rest of the house is my wife's, so this is my space,
right?
And that whole attitude is just gross to me. Like, share your houses, people. Like it's both of your houses. Your wife doesn't have. She probably doesn't. She doesn't have a room in your house that's an equivalent to like a tricked out man cave with, you know, like spinning rims underneath a giant flat screen TV with, you know, like Bud Light neon hanging on the walls,
right?
And whatever. Like,
right.
There's just something about a man cave that's so prissy to me. It's like you really need that much like dedicated to what you have going on, like.
I found a picture with a headstock and there's no branding on it. It just says Sailor Jerry Spiced Rum.
Oh, weird. So I'm wondering if Sailor Jerry, the brand, went to Eastwood and was like, hey, make us like a good guitar. And then afterwards, or before, you know, I don't know what order, they went and had like a bunch of cheapies made.
Yeah, something like that. All right. So, yeah, I like this man cave topic a lot better than trying to figure out this stupid garbage. You know, I'd like to have like a music room, and I imagine like if I ever had a garage, I'd probably have some kind of like closet space in there that I'd be able to store all my gear in with easy access.
But that's still different.
But that'd just be like, that's about it. I don't really like, I just can't functionally like think about having a space where it's like, this is my space. I decorate it with what I want.
There's just something so juvenile feeling about it. It's like the adult.
Here's my poster of Farrah Fawcett. Stay out.
It's the adult equivalent of the race car bed.
Right. That's a great comparison, actually.
I've probably beat it to death. That Jack Daniel's PV is probably a decent playing guitar, but it's just ugly, and I don't even like Jack Daniels that much. I wouldn't play the Sailor Jerry if I got that.
A bunch of my coworkers have Gentleman Jack in their desks.
Well, that's all right.
Here, it's a real easy drink.
I'd drink it if I had it, but I wouldn't want a guitar to commemorate it.
Right.
If I got this Sailor Jerry, if it played nice, I might refinish it or something, because I don't go for that look. It's just too gaudy for me. And then the Rolling Stones Strat just looks like hot county fair garbage. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing redeeming about it. Some sort of weird pattern on it with the Rolling Stones tongue, and then Jose Cuervo printed over it. And it's just a really cheap looking Strat. It's got to be a Starcaster of some kind, or like the bottom of the barrel sort of Squire affinity sort of thing happening. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about